We're live in LA, continuing the marathon of interviews, and the one who makes it all happen is right here. And I've never did a television interview with you. I picked on you on YouTube.
Whoa. What do you mean picked on me?
I picked on you in YouTube with the whole Yoda thing and all these different things, and now I'm here to ask
the Christmas tree.
So you better be surprised. Why did you duck me in basketball?
Whoa.
That's a great way to start it out.
That's a great way. Well, I knew that with all the prenatal vitamin supplements that you've been utilizing, that wasn't enough. And I just knew that once I got you on the court and dunked over you, that the humiliation that would come from it would hurt so bad that our whole business might go south. So I decided to postpone it, give you some more time to practice.
So when you want to play me?
Let's do it in May. Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania.
Exactly. Once I dominate there, we'll come back here.
You heard it first. Well, we are joking a little bit, but I'm.
Whoa, we're not joking. This is serious.
No, we're serious challenge, but I will take you on that challenge. But I'm here to interview.
Okay.
And it's May 17th, 18th, 16th. We'll figure it out.
Sometime
at one of the middle school courts or wherever court, we'll figure it out. At least it'll be warm.
Not an 8-foot goal. Full size 10.
You need the 6-foot goal, right? Okay.
You might hit your head, so we got to go up a little higher.
So let's go. One thing, I've interviewed so many celebrities, and I definitely.
You have.
You got it going on as definitely a celebrity in your own right. But I wanted to find out what made Simply G, and childhood. And it's very interesting. There's a theme going on. A lot of parents have come to see the interviews. Your dad's here watching you right now.
Yeah, so I have to be on my P's. I have to watch my P's and Q's. Q's and P's.
Kat Kramer's mother was one of the interviews. Mm-hmm. And I think another one of the authors brought their parents. So it's an interesting situation. So I wanted to kind of go into about growing up childhood.
Well, before we go there, I didn't bring my father here. My father is stalking me.
Oh, he's stalking you. See, this is perfect. See, TV is for you because you can be bantering back and forth. When you're on a phone, it's not personal, and that's the key. Every week we are on the phone together doing interviews and on the phone, but now we're finally seeing face to face the true.
I guess I need to do that.
Exactly. I need a little.
Can I cross down a little bit?
Exactly. So let's go.
Come down to the Yoda size.
Growing up in school, when you were in second grade, I've asked this question to many different people. Were you a quiet child or were you a rambunctious child?
I never went to school. Although my parents thought I was going to school daily, I was hiding out every day. No. Well, second grade, it's amazing that you asked second grade because that was a new school for me because we moved across town in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And so I was going to a new school. And what was good about it is the kids that I grew up in my neighborhood were all going to that school. So it was good to build that camaraderie both on the block and at school, and it was a defining moment. And I was a model then, by the way. We were joking about that earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I got my start.
Okay. So second grade. So basically, second grade. Were you obedient in the classroom? Did you listen?
I was a perfect student. Come on, man.
Now, see, we were asking the real questions here. Would you say in second grade, were you thinking about the class, or were you thinking about getting on the basketball court? Were you thinking about getting to recess? Most second grade boys, that's what they thought about.
Recess was definitely a priority, but what kept me in the classroom too, I had a real pretty teacher, so that
I knew we were going to hear about that one too.
So that kept kept me in the classroom. Yeah. I really didn't start picking up basketball till I was in fourth grade. That's where I got the basketball bug, and there was a guy by the name of Pistol Pete Maravich.
Okay.
Who was they were playing at LSU, and all the dynamics that he was doing, and it's still to this day the most prolific scorer of all time. And he could do everything with a basketball, and it was just that inspiration, seeing the synergy, the energy there in Baton Rouge. That was a very defining time. And then my dad worked at the arena. His office happened to be in the arena, which they call it the Cow Palace, and they have all the rodeos and all, but it was the agricultural offices for LSU were all in that building. So we got to see practices, and when we go to my dad's office. So I actually got to see Pete Maravich practice and
Oh, wow.
and all this excitement. And they were playing in that little arena. Of course, they eventually moved to the Assembly Center, which is now the PMAC, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. And so that's how I got exposed to basketball, and then there's a thing called March Madness, and here we are at March Madness.
And we're not watching much.
And we're not, we have no clue who's winning in March Madness.
Well, I know Pitt lost again.
Which I picked against them, by the way, because I knew they were going down. After the information you gave me, I had to feel like I was an insider. They're going down.
Because I said they're February, March, they're losing a lot of games.
Exactly. So thanks for the tip.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So then March Madness started, and North Carolina had a team, and there was a guy by the name of Bob McAdoo. And Bob McAdoo I just thought it was a cool name, so I started being Bob McAdoo on the court. And then obviously UCLA was dynamic at that time, and what's amazing about that is we got to meet Coach Wooden. Which I talk about in my book, the experience of meeting Coach Wooden and Aldolph Rupp at the same time, and then having John Wooden provide some mentorship, through his teachings, and then through Coach Dale Brown, and then meeting him, late in his life, and then to see the inspiration that Coach Dale Brown, has provided me because of John Wooden. I mean, we, every time we have a dialogue, a John Wooden quote or something about John Wooden comes up. I mean, it's pretty much an everyday or every phone conversation experience.
So your favorite teams are LSU and UCLA in basketball?
My favorite teams are LSU. And I do cheer for K-State and KU, because, grew up in Kansas as well, and, so you got to go for the home team.
Right.
So got to cheer for the home team, but
You never liked UCLA?
No, I did like UCLA, but I got friends that went to USC now, so I have to be careful about what I say.
Oh,
so.
yeah, we know somebody.
And being in LA,
Somebody who's ducking me too.
Oh yeah, the fast guy in the one of the fastest guys to ever come out of USC, he's considered the greatest sprinter to come out of USC, and his goal was to run 42. So that's what the 42 hat is, and which we have applied in our business, where we're working to run 42 every day in our business. But yeah, he's ducking you out. He says he can play basketball. He told me he can play basketball. I've seen him jump. I know he can jump.
Okay.
I just don't know if he can shoot. So I think you got the edge on him.
We'll find out. We'll have to set that up after I beat you in Pittsburgh.
Whoa. What's this beat? I'm going to beat down on you, man.
Well,
I'll still love you. After the beat down, I'll still love you. I just hope you love me.
So as I see you're ducking things, you're saying,
whoa,
about ducking Jerome, you're ducking questions, so you're being a good media trained as well. You were ducking the questions about childhood going into basketball. It's great we're learning about that, but let's go specifically in school. When did you develop a love for education? How old did you finally, because you are truly a teacher. So a teacher always needs to have mentors that lead them to that point. So when did you start to value education? How
old am I right now? Probably about my 40s. Really, to really value education, I think I really started to value it when I became a parent.
Right.
And although I was a good student, I applied myself in school, and you brought up mentors. I had a good core at home, from my mom and my dad, and being the oldest, they were definitely had probably a little more higher expectations for the firstborn than my siblings. They got away with everything, and I didn't. I don't even know if they went to school.
And we're hearing laughing in the background, and that's perfect. So I had to stop that and interrupt for a second because, again, you can't have dead air in radio.
Correct. So, they definitely taught me, my mom and my dad, that if you're going to, do anything in life, give it your best, be your best, and, do it right the first time. Right, exactly. Focus on doing what's right, and you'll have more gains and less headaches by doing that. And that was definitely ingrained at an early age. I really didn't come to understand it till really I was in the military. So a lot of that fundamental things had to happen, but for me to truly embrace it and understand it really started to happen when I was, became an adult.
So military shaped you in certain ways.
Very much so. I grew up in a very, I wouldn't say disciplined, hard-nosed, although my dad could be a little hard-nosed at times. But it was more of a stern thing, and but we knew the boundaries, and so we had boundaries, and what I've learned is when you have healthy boundaries, that's a good thing. And so I had good boundaries, good fundamentals taught, at an early age. I was very, very blessed to have great teachers. And at every grade, I had a great teacher. So I was very blessed to have a great teacher. They were all different in their makeup and their skill sets and cultures and all. So I was exposed to a lot of fundamental sound things that really transcended into my adult life. And I look back now that it really was the training I needed to be able to succeed both in the military. The military, definitely provided a lot more discipline,
right?
But I was equipped for that. Mm-hmm. And going in there blind, because I was an unlikely candidate to go into the military. I never shot a weapon and never had an idea to go and do anything of the Army. Yeah. Go and conquer the hill. That was never my intention. But I got good education there. It gave me a great skill set, which has definitely helped me to this day. But probably most fundamentally were the skill sets and the boundaries and understanding that, and which goes back to at a very young age.
So you think discipline's important?
Very much so. We're talking about basketball. If you're going to be a good basketball, you have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent. You have to practice. You have to hone in on your craft. Mm-hmm. As an entrepreneur, business person, you've got to be disciplined. And, obviously for the company we have is that, just like yesterday, we had 16 interviews. Well, 16 interviews, you've got to be disciplined. You've got to have a plan. And you got to be able to coordinate that plan and work that plan. Yeah. And so discipline is key. If you're going to have success, there's discipline. Jerome Davis, who's been ducking you, yes, we're on record. He's, the 42. He said his goal was to run a world record 42. That was his ultimate goal. Okay. That would have smashed the world record. But he's very diligent every day in what he did. He knew exactly what he had to do each day. And there's a lot of days he didn't want to do those things. And the discipline definitely kicked in. Growing up in my household, my dad is still a commercial beekeeper. And yes, we got stung a lot. Everybody asked, have you ever been stung? Thousands of times.
Oh, my. I'm definitely afraid of bees.
Well, I am now. I was more afraid of Dad than I was the bees. But now I'm afraid of the bees. So I don't know where we're going with that. But
no, that's okay. It's good. We're finally seeing GJ exposed, or not exposed, but not exposed. We don't want that kind of exposed, but simply G in so many ways. And I think that what's interesting is to listen about your childhood, listen about what formed you, and then I'm looking forward to later today talking to you about your mission with your wife Alita, how you're looking to teach others to be as successful as you are, and seeing who has the skill set to be able to go on to that next level. Because what you do with mentorship and coaching, you've made a lot of people that were entrepreneurs. And that's the difference between you and a lot of other business coaches. So where can we find information on you? And I look forward to that interview later today or tomorrow, whenever in LA, till I fly back to freezing cold Pittsburgh. I'm going to be stuck in an airport. They're calling for a big storm and snow Monday in Pittsburgh.
Wow. So get those snowblowers going.
No, I'll have to shovel. All right, so where can we find info?
Simplyg.com. Simplyg.com.
And we
SimplyG.com.
And we are thechallenge.com if you want to be
healthy,
like G,
healthy and fit,
go there. Okay.
we are thechallenge.com.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment.